back, going way back this time around. Still years can be going back in time, you know. Talking parks, get around places I know right well. So. What's up, my guys? We're going back to the Range of Tales, and today we're talking about that very first decade and the parks that really made up that. And that was mainly Disney Place, Dutch Wonderland, and Hersheypark. So, Disney Place was the first park I actually went to. I was actually indulging my parents on this. That I was saying correctly that it was first go was 2004, 2009 every year. And then went back in 2019 for Whack Attack. So really go back in order to see actually what's changed. Like 2004, the map still shows the rubber ducky like tower piece that was a part of the Big Bird Bridge system on the map. That was torn down for 2006 when they did the Elmo's World expansion. Haven't run any of those rides in Elmo's World actually, but remember doing Count Splash Castle and the Sunny Day Carousel in those years that they opened, and that's kind of what was symbolic to start with the blog from there, and also hoping that I would tip the bucket during that. But yeah, so like 2004 and 2005 were mainly on shows in the Paradise Theater at Oscar's Game Show 2004, and then Goddance, which David Jack, that was only around 2005, 2006, and then in 2007 they added both those replaced by Abby's Treasure Hunt. Abby's introduced to the park, I think to the parade as well, and 2005 was the 25th anniversary of the park as well. Don't really I remember seeing a portion of Rock Around the Block once. I think I was one time where I was with my a family friend who lives in Orlando, and her daughter Chloe. They came up once, and went to I think that was the time that I saw the parade was with them. Sky Splash rode that practically every visit. That very last trip in 2009. That was the last year for Big Bird's Beach Party. I saw that, and did the water park bit. Maybe I was going to see the parade then, but nope, didn't happen. Just very quick fun visit because I was feeling a little old at that point. But then it's since I went on it was cruising for Kids Day, so I didn't feel out of place going there. Because you have a lot more it didn't feel weird going at that point, being a childless millennial with my dad. Okay, I'm not a millennial, Gen Z, but still. I don't drive yet. That's the main point of that. But I don't remember two visits to Dutch Wonderland. Once maybe the same year as the Sesame Place trip, and that might have been with Chloe. And so, but I thought that was the second visit. My parents say it was the first one, but I believe went once just with them, and we did the swan boats and some stuff, and then so it was more don't really remember a lot. Other than that, Chloe was there. She's gonna be in a few more of these, especially when we get down to the Florida stuff. Yeah, it's definitely more of the end of the season, to be edge. Obviously, you can tell, you'll see from this tale of the Telltale that, my thoughts of our parks completely changes over the course of a day. So yeah, in 2009, Hersheypark announced the first water park expansion called the Sequel, and that was the first time I visited the park, so that was more water park heavy, even though I did ride Racey's Cup Challenge. I think Great Bear on that first visit as well. Not sure anymore. And I do remember on the 2015 trip, so technically we're jumping ahead a bit, but yeah, that was my second visit, which was the freshman trip, Hersheypark in 2015. And yeah, definitely got a lot more knocked out Then right as I got Storm Runner, I think that was the last ride of the day, or like later in the day. Skyward was the first ride of that trip that day, and that's the only time I've ridden it, and I didn't think it was that bad. I was just probably a little scared being on the wing seat. But yeah, I was probably so scared me I didn't even realize it was Thigh Crusher. I always say Gale Force is a Thigh Crusher, not the thing where, not the titular bit, but anyways, on that, I'll be going back in April through Rowan. So even though Canada's probably not going to be open, I can get like everything else, because maybe Coco Cruiser I'll give a miss. But it's like, I haven't ridden Fahrenheit, that's probably that, and their Boomerang. I've heard their Boomerang is actually very good, because that's the different strain type than the one at Morey's Pier. So yeah, I'll give that a shot. And yeah, I'll also say that on Dutchman, haven't ridden any of the coasters. At that time, I definitely remember the Swan boats, or whether they are now, the Skyride train. It's kind of like the quaintness of the environment there, more so than the rides. And really came back so recently, it's like I remember like the area that's now Cookie's Mountain. It'd be a lot more like dense. It feels like a lot more open now, even though I think they'll some type pass, like, which makes me like wonder like sort of like how far they can go with things. So can they use the ravine that like splits the park from like HR and the preferred parking? And like, it's kind of making me think about the future. So drop your thoughts and favorite childhood memories of the parks down in the comments. Maybe I'll talk about it again at some point. Maybe, don't know. But until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and strike the bell.